being pushed out of the fire.
Cosmically speaking, it has to happen.
Cosmically speaking.
So that's your setup. Does that look good to everybody? And of course, the wall goes further that way. The keep's a little bigger, but I just kind of...
Where are the entry points for the wall itself?
The keep doors are here.
The tower? Okay.
The tower doors are there and there. And the keep door is over...
And now, for the wall itself up here... They would have to go into the bottom of the tower to come up and around.
Yeah,
there's no straight stairs.
There's no
to the
straight
tower.
stairs to the
That's
wall.
what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have to go through the tower.
Okay.
So we all get up on here and go to.
What about our backside here? How does it? Is it?
There's another tower back there.
Tower.
Okay.
So okay.
That tower is the tower that's actually on the shoreline over the cliff.
Okay.
So really, there'd be no.
And that one actually looks the most in disrepair.
That tower there.
The tower back.
Are there slits in the stone walls in the tower looking over the courtyard?
No.
So there's no viewpoint
It's just a
from
low
the tower.
wall.
No, I'm talking about from the tower itself.
From the tower over the courtyard, there are no slits.
Okay, there's no windows.
Okay. No.
You can't view the courtyard from the tower.
No, there are slits on the outside facing out.
Which makes sense.
How is the map oriented right there?
That is north, south, east, west.
Okay, then this has to be the west wall.
Sorry, you're right. My bad. I've been saying it wrong. It is the west wall. My bad.
Okay.
You're on the west wall.
Oh, good catch.
Yeah, my bad.
Well, I was thinking about the disrepair tower because that would be the
North. That would be the northwest tower.
Looking down.
Yeah.
Okay.
My bad. I was.
No, I just wanted to make sure.
So we're in the west wing.
Yeah, you're on the west. You're on. My apologies the entire time. You are on the west wall. The northwest tower is the most in disrepair, and it's the one overlooking the ocean. The main one overlooking the ocean. The northeast one also is on the cliff end too, but not as in bad a disrepair.
Okay, so
once we're all up on the wall,
and the keep only looks 2 stories. It's a very squat keep.
Okay.
It's not like
2 stories.
can we bar the door behind us so they can't circle around on us easily? So we're only fighting for
to the other
the disrepaired door. Yeah.
You wanna okay?
Why don't we bar this door so they have to come
And
up
make
the
them
bad
come
one?
up this way.
They might not even be able to get up over there.
we should probably see what's in the tower first before.
Yeah, good point. Question. You
Go.
said this is 2 stories. Are there windows here that they can see like directly across to us or no? Okay.
The windows in the keep seem to be more facing that way. There are a couple slits facing you guys, like there would be kill slits, right? Where someone could put an arrow through from the keep.
Arrow slits.
Yeah. But they really don't have light behind them, and you really like your elf was the one that caught it, like because of the low light vision.
Well, should we check to see if there's anybody in the tower?
Are we all up? Before we do anything, let's get our ropes so we have their exit thing.
You guys can tell me you're doing that. I'm not gonna.
So we have those tied. That they're even enough space that we can.
Some of these guys are
if
dozing
necessary.
too. Like it's nighttime. You guys kind of reversed your sleep to do this, so.
Right.
Right.
So we can either peek into this tower, bar it outright so that nobody can get through it, and make them all run to the other tower. And have them come up through that tower. Since it's in disrepair, they may not even be able to get up, like Fen said.
And they might have to come through the tower we're in.
Exactly.
When it's got on like a range weapon that says 150/600, what does that mean?
Close range to long range.
Okay.
So if you're at 150 feet, that's range.
Yeah.
Okay.
After the next range gives minuses.
Okay. Are the tower guards within 150 feet of
They're
that
with
wall?
long bows, so I'm gonna go with generally it's a long shot maybe. 5, 10, 15, 20, 35, 45, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 105, 110.
You can.
Yeah, that'd be.
I counted wrong. They're within 150.
If I have a longbow too, is my point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They're definitely within range. Longbows
Yeah,
can
you
cover
and I
pretty much
both
this whole
have
battlefield.
a longbow. Do you have a longbow or only short?
I have a short longbow, but I'm not proficient,
Yeah,
so I'm
exactly.
using the short.
Okay. I have a longbow because I'm proficient in it as well.
So really, I really don't need the longbow, but we have them.
What's your ear?
Artemis, you really need to not keep putting your head in the stuff.
So here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to enter whisper mode now. So here's what I'm thinking. We take out the tower guards so that we don't have to worry about their longbows shooting at us.
Plausible idea.
Okay, but I agree with Carthus. We need to check the towers too.
Yes.
Before we get going too hardcore here.
That's why I say we bar the door.
Why don't we have 3 check here and 3 check there?
Because splitting up the party is a terrible plan. Why don't we have one person go down there and check it out?
Can you go and like listen at the door and see if there's anything
listen
there?
at the door.
You are a rogue.
Do some of that road shit, man.
I say we just
We
bar
brought
the
you
door.
for a reason, dude.
All right. So which tower are you going to?
Bar the
I'm
door.
gonna go to
Well, we
this
gotta
one
see if
first.
there's any there, because then we can
So,
run in there if we need.
Roll a stealth check.
Yeah, we can bar the door.
No, because if the door is barred, and
Is that a
people start
3 or
coming up
an
from
8?
this way,
That's a 3.
I got 7.
You got a 7.
you can just
Okay.
You knock on the door.
please God, no.
As he's walking up towards the door, he steps wrong in the kind of old fort. Some of the stones break loose,
Oh, jeez.
and there's kind of like a and then silence.
Get down.
Yeah.
Everybody get down.
Everybody drops.
Yeah.
All right.
I was like, she's still in stealth mode,
I'm
so
gonna-
she's still stealthy anyway.
I'm gonna do a couple rolls.
I'm gonna
all
do
right?
a hide. Cause I have that, and oh god, I make that really well.
So he makes all the noise and it hides,
Yeah.
and everybody attacks us. Good
Would
job.
hide be stealth?
hide his stuff.
I got 21. So if they look right where the sound is, they don't see anything.
And we got down, so we're good.
Well, that depends on what they roll, sir. You can't tell me what they see.
Oh no, I'm just
Don't
saying.
tell me how to run my NPCs. All right.
Alright.
Don't roll 20s.
Yeah.
None of them really seem to notice
Alright.
because I gave them minuses for being tired and carousal.
And drunk. Are they drunk? Or
I
any
get
of them?
up.
They look drunk.
They're hyenas. They're not really drinking.
Did I actually even make it to the tower? I didn't even.
Yeah, you made it to the tower.
Okay. I'm
But,
gonna,
I mean, like, maybe you have to stand back up and walk there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to have to redo your stealth check for
Right.
sure.
Okay. 12.
12. That's a little better. So you get up to the door and you're going to listen. Now, since you're listening, I want investigation from you.
I think that's fine. I got +4 on that too. 19.
19? You hear snoring on the other side of the door.
Oh. Shit.
So
Yeah,
he-
we-
There's no way to look in there at all from where we're at, right? Okay.
It's
How does
a-
a stealth assassination work? Like if we sneak up to them
If they are sleeping, they are considered unconscious. They are incapacitated, which is a condition that you can have.
Can I see a player's hand?
And that would, I think, definitely counts as a sneak attack for
Yeah.
the rogue
Uh-huh.
to get his double damage in.
Here's a question. How can I tell, like, recognize different snores to know how many are in there?
Okay, so attack rolls against people that are unconscious have advantage, and any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet. So pretty much, if you
So you're going to do a critical hit. If we get through the door and you don't wake them, you
Right.
get to do critical damage plus critical hit on a sneak attack.
so you
This
times
is
your
where
damage-
you one shot a bitch.
yeah, you times your damage by 2, and then you apply your sneak attack.
Okay.
So then you roll the additional
Alright.
d6.
Can I make out with different snores how many or anything like that?
No.
No. Okay.
There's
I
just snores on the other side.
I'm gonna come back to them.
Mhm.
I'll roll whatever I need to roll.
Well, you can hold on to the 20.
Okay. I inform them. Maybe we should check there first, and that there's people sleeping in there, just to make sure we're not going to be surrounded on this level before we go in and fuck that up.
or we can just bar the door so they can't come out here.
That's an idea too.
But then we can't go down.
Your neighborhood-friendly barbarian says, barring the door will last for a time.
Yeah.
You might as well kill them.
Right.
I'll sneak down to the other end.
So I'm just saying, if no one's in there, at least we know we take care of them. We're good.
Yeah.
But I know how my
Or do you
dice
want
are.
to sneak down to the other one?
What's that?
Do you want to sneak down to the other one? You are the rogue.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Ooh, whoa!
Whoa.
Critical hits are way worse than they were. You don't times it by 2, you roll 2 dice.
Oh.
So if your damage, if he critical hits with a greatsword, he rolls 4d6.
Wow.
Because you roll the die for the attack twice. So if it's a
Ow!
yeah, if it's d10, you roll 2d10, And wait, here's the freaking kicker. For example, if you score a critical hit with a dagger, you roll 2d4 rather than 1d4. Then add your relevant ability modifiers. Wait for it. If the attack involves other damage dice, such as from the rogue's sneak attack feature, you roll those dice twice as well.
Wow.
There's a whole lot of damage.
Fuck balls.
So you're using a rapier, which
Yeah.
is d8, right?
Right.
It's d8, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you roll 2d8 plus 2d6
Oh shit.
plus your ability modifier of strength.
Nice.
That's
I like
broken.
That's worse for you guys too. 'Cause
Oh yeah.
So that's possible 28 points of damage plus
On a completely metagame station then, because now that we know how critical damage really works, there's way too many people in that courtyard for us to go fight people. Let's do this.
Alright. I'm sneaking over here and I got 22.
Okay, 22. Listen, that one's silent.
Silent? Okay.
Absolutely silent.
Alright.
And with a 22 on your stealth, you feel confident enough to open that door if you want.
Okay. I'll
Right.
do that.
Yeah, that key is going to need repair for anybody to get up it. It's just
Okay.
the stairs are broken, the floor's rotted through.
Alright.
Awesome.
Come back. Yeah, they're not coming up that end, so we just gotta worry about this tower here.
Well, that works.
I'll sneak back there and try and open the door and do what we were talking about with the plan. Yes?
Okay, roll me a stealth check to open that door.
Do not fuck this up.
6.
Okay, they are sleeping. Hold on. They are sleeping. They are
I
sleeping.
got a 2, almost a fumble.
Where's the oil?
Nothing can ever go our way in this shit, can it?
We're right by the rope.
No, of course. He rolls a 22 for the empty tower.
That's
to
what I'm
open
saying.
that door.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's like he's going up to the door and all of a sudden goes, "What the hell are we doing again?"
Right, so
Oh, shit.
you open the door.
Now, when I'm opening the door, I'm cracking wood. I'm not.
Yeah, it's fine,
Okay.
but it still creaks like a motherfucker for some reason. Maybe because someone's not taking care of the
door.
It's
place.
already
Right.
D40, man.
Nobody move. The way he's drawing this out is amazing.
Gotta lift up and push. Up and push.
And after the third, you just figure, fuck it.
Yeah.
Silence, except for the snoring.
Alright. I look in.
So the story didn't stop.
No, they're still snoring because of the way that unconscious gives them. They can't take actions or reactions right now. And when you're sleeping, I'm decreasing their passive perception.
Is there light in there? Because I don't have dark vision, so I don't know if I can.
No, it's a pitch black freaking tower.
Okay. I can't see how many are in there.
I'm sure Cylinder would be up there looking.
So anyone can look in. I mean, you're gonna have to give me a stealth roll to get close without waking them up.
Oh, Jesus.
At this point. So maybe you let the druid do it.
Yeah, fuck, he ain't doing nothing.
At 11.
Okay, it's better than a 6.
Yeah. 11 to sneak up and peer in with precision.
There look to be 5 laying in cuts.
She just puts her hand back.
Alright. Okay. Is there any like one that I can see any? Just
She can maybe point. You know.
okay. However we want to do this, I just can't see shit.
And it's open enough for someone to walk
If there's
through.
5 of them,
right?
we should have 5 of us go in there. So, got 2 of you up there.
Okay.
3 more of
She
us
just
need 3 more of us need to
motions.
come up.
You know that that's going to be more stealth checks that could wake them. up,
Right.
I understand that, but
Okay.
I guess it's actually up to you guys. So,
I mean,
At
do you
this
think you
point,
can kill all 5 of them without waking any of them?
If we can kill at least one of them, if they wake up, they can rush.
it's true. So if you do one, I do one, and we can take out 2, since we're here.
And how is their sleeping pattern arranged that I can see? Are they just in beds in a row, or are they just all
Kind of
sprawled
splayed
out on the floor?
Yeah.
Probably.
So as it is,
Okay.
they're prone anyway.
Right. And if we can get to where we're in
Can we
between
at least move the group to the door?